I'm sorry that I'm late. Yeah, I'm sorry that I'm late. I had to cuss out some niggas out, right? I got to cuss out some niggas out. That's why I'm late. You know, I see somebody at at 5:34. I think that's Femi said, "Wow, where is he?" Cussing out some niggas out, and now it's 7:05 p.m. 7:05 p.m. Now, let me go ahead and talk about this. Now, Boyce Watkins, right? Boyce Watkins, I can't stand Boyce Watkins. I can't. My problem with Boyce is he thinks everything is about money. You know, he thinks everything's about money, and he's on that black capitalism, that black excellence, black capitalism trick. Um, this whole Cosby Show type of narrative, right? Well, happy birthday to you, Hammer Time Funk. Happy birthday to you. All right, happy birthday to you. So back to the point, right? So Boyce went ahead and did a video talking about why did Shannon Sharp block me, and I think I know why. Let me say something. I don't know why. See, this is my problem with Boyce, right? Boyce, nobody cares. Okay, Boyce, nobody cares. See, the problem is with you boys is that you think that you're above everybody. And you think because you're on this this bougie level. Now I'd be accused of being bougie. I'm accused of being bougie, but how you address black people is on some WD Du Bois or worse, but I'm not going to do the worst thing because I don't see you as a Booker T. Washington, but you on that WD Du Bois type of attitude about the black community, and then trying to shame black men for not marrying women who got kids. I think men, on top of this, men have the right to date whoever they want. I think men, just like everybody else on this planet, have the right to marry, have kids, or do whatever they want with the person who they want to be with. You can't shame men to be with single mothers. Having said that, that does not mean we should bash women who got children. I'm saying it again. We should never bash women solely because they have children, whether they were married or not. That's what I believe in. And we should not try to force men who don't want them to be with them. It's unhealthy for her and her child to be forced upon by men who really don't want them. So that's why I got a problem with Boyce Watkins. I have a very major problem with Boyce. And then, there's other issues. I got a problem with Boyce, having Cynthia G, since Cynthia G was used as a come up on his channel, woo, and all that. But anyway, I'm not here to talk about that. I'm here to talk about what Boyce is right about. See, I didn't really, when I was talking about Shannon Sharp, when I did my two videos on Shannon Sharp, I noticed something, right? I didn't realize what college, what university Shannon Sharp came from. I didn't realize it, right? I didn't. But when Boyce Watkins mentioned where he came from, and also mention where what university it was, and then mentioning what he came from an ACBU that was struggling. Then the dollar amount that he paid this Instagram model. Now here's where I agree with Boyce on, because you paid, I forgot how many $10 million for a prostitute of sorts in this woman. Shannon Sharp tried to pay an X amount of money. I think it was 10 million. But this 10 million could have gone to the automata he used to go at. And I find this is also sad, right? This is also sad because I believe he would have got tons of respect, tons of love if he would have gave that same amount of money to his alma mater, the people that gave him the opportunity, the college the university that gave him the opportunity to fulfill his dreams. And this also go to another point, right, where I have a problem with some members within Black society. I have a problem with the idea of sex. The idea of sex. Sex takes above. Sex is above education. Right, and you are correct. Let's be clear. Nobody got the money yet, and you're absolutely right. But I'm just talking about the intent, right? I'm talking about the intent. So the intent was 10 mil. She did not accept the 10 mil. But the fact is that these are 10 million that could have went to Savannah. That could have went to his alma mater. And they're the ones that a lot of ACBUs deserve to be funded. They're underfunded. And it's very tragic that we rather spend money, or that a black man, rather, a black successful man, a black man of means would waste that amount of money, willing to give that amount of money. You are correct, but he should did a Dion help the college, and we would have been signing on this issue. Yeah. See, if he would have helped out, just like what Dion did, just like what's name on I've got the football coach. What's that college in Florida? The ACBU in Florida. What's it called? It wasn't Dion. Dion. This guy got together. I've got the other guy's name, right? Doom. What was it? University of Doom. Something like, I forgot the name of it. But anyway, right? If he would have went to Savannah and gave that HCBU some help, I think that a lot of the culture, I think black American culture wouldn't be saying a lot, wouldn't be saying a damn thing. They wouldn't. We wouldn't, as a collective, wouldn't be saying a word about Shannon Sharp. We'd be like, huh? Who? What? Who is she? You know, who is she? Who is this white girl? We don't know who this white girl is. You know, we will be silent about it. You know, there would be no endless live streams of and when Boyce said it, right, and you know, I don't know, you know, I never research on Shannon Sharp like that because I don't follow sports like that anymore. I stopped following sports, so no. So anyway, yeah. So if you're willing to spend 10 million, 19 million, 20 million on, you know, on a on an Instagram model, certainly you could have reached in your pocket and went to Savannah and put your money there. And this goes back to the same stereotypical trope that I wish black men would evolve from, right? I wish black men would evolve, but we're not. We as a group are not evolving. And it's like that we never learn things. We slow to learn, right? It's frustrating. We always falling for the sex or the access to sex. We're not getting rich because oh, we got to take care of mama or we got to take care, no, it's more like oh, we got to take care of where I came from. A lot of people in our community get rich just to have access to women or women of a certain look or a woman of a certain class or fill in the blank, you know? And that's a problem. And that's why though we will never be looked upon as leaders. Black men will never be looked upon as leaders because every time something like this happens, it's every time when you see a black athlete or somebody who's wealthy, they keep doing the same thing. And that's why I was telling other people though the other day, there's a difference between being rich and being wealthy. There is a difference, right? Huge difference. Big J, what you talking about? Me being rich, if let's use this as an example, right? Let's use it as an example. Bill Gates has 10 million in his pocket. So does Shannon Sharp. Now I'm using it as an example. I know that Bill Gates got billions. We're talking about in millions. I'm equalizing because a billionaire does have 10 million. Okay, he got 10 million. Shannon Sharp got 10 million. Both of these men got money, but the thing is, one is wealthy, the other is just rich. Bill Gates has a corporation and that makes products, whether we like it or not. He makes products that keep feeding that keeps on buttering his toast, right? So if he lose 10 million, that 10 million can be uh um can be replaced tenfold, right? Tenfold, I should say. Shannon cannot. Shannon can lose his career. He can lose his endorsements. He can lose the club Shay Shay. He can lose whatever you think it is he has, then he be asked out. That's the difference between being rich and being wealthy. Bill Gates is wealthy. Shannon Sharp is just rich. Rich don't mean anything. All right, it doesn't mean anything because you're not building anything with this wealth, with the money you have. He's not building anything like that because usually somebody in this predicament is not used to money, right? You're not used to all this money. Now I'm not here to pocket watch, and I don't want to be another black man pocket watching another black man. That's not where I'm going at. So if you think I'm pocket watching, this is not the case. I'm talking about the mentality, the mindset is what I'm referring to. The idea that him not giving back, him willing to spend money on a dust mite of a woman for sexual favors rather than giving back to while his school is underfunded. I see a problem in that, and that's I've been saying that it's tragic. It's tragic to see something like this. But that's something that what Boyce Watkins mentioned, and I did not even include that in my last live streams about Boyce. I didn't even include that, but it does make sense though. If he would have donate that same amount of money to Savannah, I think that's where he attend. Correct me if I'm wrong. All right, correct me if I'm wrong about this this university in Savannah. All right, correct me if I'm wrong. I can accept correction. All right, without the disrespect. But anyway, if he would have did that, I think though a lot of us wouldn't be saying a word. I think a lot of us wouldn't have anything to say about the entire issue, and then it wouldn't add into the gender war, right? The unending black gender war, which needs to be stopped. All right. I'll talk about that later on. The gender war needs to stop at this point. It needs to stop now. But yeah. So I think that when it comes to if he, like I said, if he would have donated money in school, we wouldn't be talking about the black women in this space. We'll be coming here talking about black men like Becky, blah 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 blah, and they're rolling their goddamn neck and shit, being annoying, doing their gender war shit, and you would have black men coming in here saying, well, I'd rather spend my money with a white bitch than spend time with Keisha and blah blah blah. These stupid ass gender war topics. You know, these dumb gender word topics. It would end. It put a it would cool it down. So if he would have donate money to these black institutions, and then though, it would you wouldn't have the you know the divisions within black America either. Those who call themselves pro-black, the pro-blacks wouldn't have because a lot of them are against interracial dating, so they wouldn't have an axe to grind, right? About Shannon Sharp, they would have sit there and be quiet about Shannon Sharp. Umar wouldn't say Umar. No, scratch that. Umar would say something. Umar would look like a bigger fool if you know because people gonna ask Umar, well, Umar, if this is true, how come you ain't donate to the school you went to? You know that probably would shut Umar up a bit. So yeah, you know it would shut the pro blacks and the Pan Africans as well on this. It also would shut the coons up too. So yeah, that's what I think. About you know if you're gonna be successful, then you got to reach back to the people that built your ass up. And Shannon did not do that. And that's very, very problematic. That's very problematic that he done that. That he didn't do, because I think though he would be at least be more respected by black society, or more respected on online spaces if you did something like that. But Boyce he does have a point though about he does have a point when it comes to Shannon Sharp. You know, in fact, he was you know, and the problem with Shannon, right? The thing I have with Shannon is he could have found a woman and try to just right up in the sunset. But for him to go after these Instagram models it's something like he's trying to prove something. It's kind of like some of these men that's in their midlife crisis, and they're trying to prove that they still got it. And if you're at a certain age, I think that I believe that you should not. I believe that you need to stop. If you reach at a certain age, you might need to stop doing this. You need to stop doing that. You need to stop this, that, and the third. You need to stop. You know, because you're too old for this shit. You're too old. And that's what I think about what Boyce said. But Boyce needs to understand that I know what he was trying to do, right? I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to do this sneak ass he was dissing too, the sneak diss about black men with white women, right? But I like to tell Boyce, nigga, you can't shame him for going after with women of ill repute. And yes, the white girl is a woman of ill repute. But you got with your wife and did some stupid shit during your wedding. Looking under her, a photo of you looking under your wife's dress at a wedding reception. It's clownish. It's stupid. It's lame. One of the dumbest things I ever seen. You know, it's just repugnant. You know, Boyce, it's just repugnant that you did this at your wedding. Oh, one thing I saw though the other today, it put a smile on my face. Simone Biles just put a smile on my face, man. I see her at the Kentucky Derby. Uh, she wearing that dress, and she's man she's such a sweetheart. Simone Biles is a sweetheart. I just like seeing her smile though. I just like seeing her smile though. And, you know, and wearing that. I think it was like a purple dress with that hat. Very lovely. That's all I gotta say on that. Very lovely. And I don't see those divestors and the black women empowerment groups talking about, she's she got with this man and this man ain't treating her right, blah 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 blah. Y'all quiet on that, huh? Anyway, yeah, I'm always gonna be a fan of Simone Biles after this. But yeah. Um, so yeah, I'm sorry that I'm late. I meant to do this 4 hours ago. I had to cuss these stupid Negroes out. You know, I had to cuss these Negroes out again on a certain live stream. I had to set these Negroes straight. You know, so oh yeah, so anyway, Boyce is right. Boyce is right. At the same time, Boyce needs to understand people ain't gonna listen to you. And then he talking more about why he was blocked. Well, a lot of people would block you, Boyce, because Boyce, all you do is sneak this, and everybody know where you're coming from. See, you on that blue pill, and every time I say blue pill does not make me red pill. I want y'all to understand this. Just because I'm talking about these blue pill simps does not mean I'm on some red pill. I'm red pill manosphere, because I see both sides as part of the problem. But anyway, let's keep it moving. These are blue pillars. Like Boyce thinks that everybody relationship should be modeled after or take place just as his relationship. No, I'm not blocked. Shannon Sharp blocked Boyce Watkins. That's why Boyce Watkins made that video. So Boyce got blocked by Shannon. So that's why Shannon Sharp blocked you. And in fact, I don't think Shannon Sharp did block you, Boyce. I believe his handlers block you, and he blocked you for legal reasons. They don't want to have lawyers going around. So in order to stop, in order to protect Shannon, the lawyers, the handlers, the public relations, they got involved with his social media account, and they're blocking people right and left. So, Boyce, stop acting like you are the only one that's being blocked. You're not. It's obvious that his lawyers, his handlers, his publicists, public relations are doing it. Right. So I don't know why. As somebody supposed to know shit about legal shit, boys trying to make ass. The reason why Shannon blocked me was because I'm telling the truth, and I'm about to tell him the truth. That no, nigga, Boyce, Shannon Sharp blocked you because his lawyers, his publicists, his public relations, his handlers is doing that on his behalf. That's why. Because it's a legal issue now. And Boyce knows it, should know better about that. Damn, these niggas are stupid online. Y'all think everything has to do with y'all. So and so blocked me because no. People got reasons to block. They're not blocking you. They're blocking you from having access with him because that person is under a lawsuit. Lawyers tell you this all of the time. But then again, a lot of you niggas are broke and shit. Yeah, I said it. A lot of you niggas on here are broke and don't know anything. But yet y'all talking. Y'all speculating. That's all y'all do. Y'all speculate. Rather than looking at this from a logical standpoint, why Boyce was blocked. Boyce was blocked because the lawyers, the handlers, and such. Now, how come, if this is true, how come nobody else ain't blocked? How come these smaller Twitter accounts, then these smaller YouTube channels, how come they're not blocked, but you are? It's because you're a big time YouTuber and he's trying to, and because he can't block everybody else, he can block you because you are a big social media, account. You're big in social media with more than 2,000, more than 2,000, more than 22,000 fans, subs, and you have pull. That's why he blocked you, because he doesn't need, the lawyers feel the need. You don't need to muddy up the water up. It's common sense, Boyce. It's common sense. I don't know why niggas don't use common sense. I don't see that why y'all don't use common sense in situations like this. Y'all think everything has to do about, oh, it's about me. It's about me. No, it's about him lowering, being a lawyer. He lowered up, and they're trying to protect his ass. They're trying to form a wall, cut off communication from potential grifters. And yes, Boyce, you are a grifter. Let's make no mistake. You are a grifter, you know. So yeah. Oh yeah. It is a mess. It is a mess. But that's all I'm going to say for right now. I'm not gonna do no long live stream. I'm not gonna do no panel. I'm gonna get off of here. I said enough. So for these 35 minutes or so. So I'm out. Y'all have a good one, and I'll see y'all next time.
I am not here to debate with anyone. I have devoted all of my adult life to this subject. I only debate with my equals. All others I teach.